Hello everyone and welcome to the first OP podcast. You guys have asked for this quite a lot. My name's Eddie the Chump, or OP Eddie. I've got with me today Liam or Weagal, I've got the Schwantz, and I've got a new OP commentator called Fredo. All our links will be down in the description. If you could go down there and sub and follow and do all that shiz, that would be great. So this podcast we're going to have two subjects and we're going to go over them roughly. If there are any subjects that you would like us to talk about in future episodes, please leave them in the comments. All right then, guys. So our first subject today is girl streamers.
Oh,
and, yeah.
Titties. Wait, I'm allowed to say titties. Sorry.
Yeah, you can say
Frito. Crossing the line.
Cross the line. Cut. Sophie. No. So I'm going to let you guys go first because obviously I've introduced everything. So Liam, I believe
you really want to start with me because everyone's going to be fucking getting their violins out and going for it. Honestly, right? Girl streamers. So. Lately, it's come to my attention there's a lot of girl streamers, and the fact that they are female, I don't care. It's the fact that they play in six-man parties, they're playing COD or whatever, they go 50 to 50, but they've got 1,000 viewers because they've got their tits out. Now, if I was playing in a full party, going 50 to 50, and I was sitting there with my balls out, I would get banned. So I want to know, it pisses me off, and that is it from me, really. I hate it. Now, you get jealous of people that have got more viewers than you. That's fair enough. Everyone will get a bit jealous. Like, if I sit there and some dude's got 2,000 views, I'm like, well, fuck, but at least you're good at the game. Not, well, fuck, well, you've got a great rack, so everyone's watching you. That just pisses me off. So,
yeah, maybe you should play with your tits out. I don't know.
just sit there with nipple tape on.
Yeah, there you go. Just flaunt them if you got them, baby.
Just have like little black crosses on your chest, you know.
Just do a Janet Jackson. Just put a little fucking tably on it, pasty, and you'll be fine. Just say that there was a wardrobe malfunction during the making of this Twitch live stream.
You got a little
there was one time when one of my buddies he used to stream a lot during Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. He would stream a lot, almost every day. And then one day he came up to me and was like, "Yo, I've got an idea. I'm going to put in the stream title that it's my sister streaming and put a picture, just cycle through random girl pictures that I have on my computer as a quote-unquote webcam in the upper left-hand corner." And he got about 10 times as many viewers in his stream that he normally did, just because he put it was his sister playing and that there's a webcam included. That is just completely that's all you need to know about girl streamers.
All right, well, fuck it then. Let's not do the podcast. That's it. Brian's right. Everyone else is wrong. Let's just cut it there and that's it.
Hold up. Let me come in here and play some devil's advocate. It's your boy Fredo. Gonna disagree with everything Weagle just said. Listen, this is the way I look at it. This is the entertainment industry, man. Like, you think that big-ass Boobs hasn't been selling media for the longest time? Look at, like, what's that show where you guess the names of stuff? Wheel of Fortune, there you go, or something like that. They have a random sexy chick in a glimmering dress. Like, this has been, like, the fundamental aspect of selling entertainment forever, and it doesn't surprise me one bit that some chick in a low-cut top is getting way more viewers than anybody else. I think, honestly, what it shows more is that people aren't even interested in gameplay. You know what I mean?
I completely agree. I get that. I completely agree with you, but it's just frustrating when people are putting in a lot of effort, which I have done on my live stream, and then boobies out of nowhere, and that gets views. And I guess you've got a point that people are not really there for the gameplay. They're there for tits.
Maybe you need some plastic surgery, my guy.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. It's just annoying when you can put loads of effort in and then they don't have to put in any. I guess that's what really pisses me off about it. I mean, I know what you said makes complete and utter sense. It does, but it really just pisses me off. It really does.
Yeah, I don't mind you mocking it like that. You can make fun of it all day. I'm just saying that's just the way it is, man. Like, that's the way it is. That's how you sell magazines. That's how, put Kim Kardashian on the front. Angelina Jolie or whatever on the front, like that. It's just the way it is. Like, it's not going to change. And
didn't she have her tits taken off? Her tits are gone. They're not going to use her tits. She hasn't got any.
Yeah, they're very lopsided now. It's not good.
No, they're gone completely. Like,
But
Right.
yeah, I think for streaming, it's basically entertainment. As long as you're entertaining and engaging the viewers, I think that is what keeps people coming back to the stream. I stream. I'm not a particularly good Call of Duty player, but the reason why people stop by is because they're entertained every time I yell at some fucking bushwookie sitting in a corner playing like a little bitch, you know, and of course it's funny. You know, to go back and just watch somebody getting extremely frustrated over a game that is supposed to be fun. But I understand where you're coming from, where, you know, it's kind of a double standard when it comes to girl gamers. It's both harder to, like, get cracked into the top echelon, but at the same time, it's easy to get your foot in the door. All you have to do is put girl in your clan tag, and all of a sudden, everybody in the lobby wants to talk to you.
I think that's the problem. It's the amount they exploit it. Do you know what I mean? Like, their name is Sexy XX Girl Gamer, fuck me, and then there's just tits all over the screen, and it's... I think it's because they're so obvious about it. They're not even trying to hide it. It's so blatant. I think that's what really pisses me off about it.
Do you know what annoys me about it, genuinely? Because I kind of agree with Frida. I'm like, it's the entertainment industry, sex sells, whatever. And the like core audience of COD players is like
12.
Yeah, you know, young teenage men. So they're going to want to watch that sort of stuff. But the thing that annoys me about it is quite often I've seen someone complain about it on Twitter. So I've gone into the stream, and the female streamer will be like anyone who writes in the comments like, you've got a nice rack or something like that, they'll just be like insta-banned and get like really annoyed by it and be like, look, don't just come in here and, you know, treat me like some sort of sex object. I'm like, that's kind of a bit duplicitous to me, because you are using sex to sell your stream. And then you get annoyed when people reference that in a more blatant way than might be socially acceptable or whatever. But there's a hypocrisy about it, which I don't really like. But
I tell you what would be a good idea. Pull like a porno, yeah, but just like the tits. You know, they just sit there with their tits out. Film that and then put that as your webcam on your stream, just the tits part, and just have tits there while you're playing COD. Do you imagine how many views you'd get?
There is a former porn star that streams COD.
Yeah, I know. But you could be like, look, this is my streaming with girlfriend, and then just leave tits in the corner for however long.
Like I said, my buddy did that. It was just cycling pictures. Every time he got into the pregame lobby, he would just put another picture up in the left-hand corner. And it's just like, really, if I wanted to watch a girl or a half-naked girl, there's plenty of porn websites for me to just go click on now.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't have to even mess around with it.
Why you say that they're there because of the tits, but to be fair, there's plenty of other websites where they can see a lot more than just tits. Unless there's some kind of COD fetish going around, but...
Maybe I
That's
think
weird.
it's because people, like those guys, they want to believe that hot chicks are into what they do, and like it puts aside from, like it puts the nerdy aspect of the games that we play and how we play them, like to one side. They're like, oh well, if hot chicks do it, then it's really okay. It's really okay that I spent all this money on a scuff and Astros and all the things that I've spent my money on. And, you know, that I care about my stats, and I do this and I do that. Well, if this hot chick does it as well, then I suppose it's cool, right? I think I think they go there for validation as well.
I actually know a couple of good girl gamers. That's such a gay thing to say. Gay, not gay, don't get offended, fucking wars, weagals are sexist, fucking prick. No. Sorry, I went off on one then. But I know girls that game that are really good at COD, and they record and they upload it, and they don't get any recognition because their tits aren't out. And I don't think it's fair on them either. I think that's shit. And if they don't want to get their tits out, they shouldn't have to get recognition, I guess. Just the whole thing rustles me, Eddie. The whole thing.
You're just permanently rustled.
Yeah. Frito,
It
you got
rustles,
anything?
weagles, jimmies, it chaps his ass. It's not good.
It's not good. No. So are we done with that? Are we done ranting about that? Because I could go on for the next 6 weeks.
Right, okay then. We've got the next subject, which is, as I'm sure all of you viewers of the OP channel will have noticed, is quite a few big-name YouTubers, what with the changes to copyright and all those kind of things, that are streaming a lot more than they ever used to, and they're kind of migrating from one site to the next because YouTube seems to be making the environment not as pleasant for gamers as it once was, and Twitch is like come all stream. We'll partner you super quick. You'll get into that revenue stream much quicker. The royalties you'll get off the views are much better off the ads. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that gaming, obviously it's not going to leave YouTube completely, but do you think there is going to be a much bigger migration towards sites like Twitch where we don't watch like edited videos, where we just watch streams?
I think it's a great idea. Personally, I think it's much better than YouTube. You've got interaction with the person that you like to watch, which is always good. I mean, if there's a game like COD, then a lot of people have a delay, so maybe there's not so much interaction. But if there's not a delay, there's loads of it, and that's what I like about YouTube. That's like my favourite thing, and they've taken that away completely. I couldn't comment for 2 months, and then when I could, it was shit and Google Plus, and it's just been a complete disaster. But someone else talk, because I'm just ranting constantly.
No, that's fine, Lee. If anyone else wants to go.
I'm going to go the complete opposite route of you. I like YouTube because it is anti-social. If I don't want to sit down in a chair on my webcam in front of people and play Call of Duty, if I just want to fuck around by myself, or if I want to make a fully polished video,
ringing.
Edit it all up. What's up?
My phone's ringing.
Right, kicked from the podcast.
Jesus Christ.
God, professional.
Breaking the fourth wall here. Professionalism, people. Let's go.
Right.
Anyway, antisocial.
YouTube is sort of antisocial in that way, right? I don't have to interact with the viewers in the chat. I don't have to put my webcam on. I don't have to look like a human being in order to stream. You know what I mean? I could just make finished, polished videos the way that I want to. On a stream, sometimes you'll have to sit through hours and hours and hours of live stream just to cut up moments that are actually halfway decent. I make rage compilations on my channel. I have to sit through sometimes 10 hours worth of live stream to cut up just an 8-minute video of me yelling at the camera the whole time. I much prefer the edited videos than to watching a 4-hour stream.
I think I'm with you, man. As a viewer, but the thing is with me, I don't really watch gameplay. I don't think I've watched gameplay for a couple years. I know that's probably like sacrilegious to say on the OP channel, but it doesn't really interest me because I'm a pretty decent player myself. But honestly, I think it's good for the gameplay guys, like the guys who are actually legit top-tier pub stars or pros. Seeing people perform over a period of time is much more impressive. This is actually conversations I've had over the years with people when I've been bashing pub stomping. A lot of pub stompers gave good arguments. Trademark, I don't know if you guys know who he is. Me and him had a long conversation about this. But the true people who are, get the shine for being good at the game are the people who can do it over extended periods of time. And I think Twitch really highlights that out of people.
Yeah, I always thought that the greatest strength of Twitch is that you're watching someone unedited. That you're watching how they really behave, how they. Because this funny thing about streaming, if you've never done it, like for the first 10 minutes, like you're kind of self-conscious. I'm streaming, talk to the chat, etc., etc. But after that, you do kind of get sucked into how you would normally be playing the game, and people get to see that, and really whether you succeed or fail is whether people either find the way you play the game engaging or you engaging. Those are the only two variables for me. It's like, you don't have to be fantastic at the game. You can be fantastically entertaining and stream and people will watch you. Or you can be like Pwn and be fantastic at the game and hardly ever speak. So I think for that kind of stuff, it's really good. I don't think necessarily like it would. Me and Fredo are probably the least suitable, even though we do stream. Like our video format is basically editorial. So I write mine fully out, and Fredo, you write down notes, don't you? You don't like write a full script, but like we couldn't do what we do necessarily on Twitch. Necessarily. So,
no, I know what you mean. Going back a little bit to what the other guy said. Because I'm just sounding like really negative, and I'm not, because I love YouTube as well, and I got into it, and I agree with you, it's great that you can go back and see the best of the best, etc. But it is so kind of oversaturated now. I think that's why there's been a lot of problems with YouTube. Everyone's got a PVR now. Every kid's got a PVR. No one ever used to have one. You don't even need one. You can just record directly from your Xbox now, straight up. You can get a Dazzle for fucking $3 or whatever and put a shit quality video up, and even if not many people are going to watch it, it still adds more and more and more to it. And I think there's so many people doing YouTube now, people like me that used to experience a lot of growth through gameplay, don't get that anymore. And there is no gameplay people blowing up anymore, because there's clans like OP, we're on here now, and a clan channel will do well because that's where people will go for gameplay now. But individual players, there's not many. I mean, there's like the Marker J. People still go to him. He's probably the biggest. People will go there because he is a beast. But other than him, there's not really anyone else that is still really popular that does gameplay, which is unfortunate because that's what I loved about it. So that's why I've gone to streaming. But yeah, I wanted to say something positive. So
weagal, bud. Honestly though, I think and I don't mean to like say this, it might sound evil, but when COD actually dies, like you could say it's dying, right? Let's just say this community transferred to Titanfall or something. Yeah. I think you'd find yourself in a place where gameplay is much more interesting because, we've been watching the same kind of stuff for years now. That's why it's kind of
the same
denigrated.
Shit. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
And I agree. Titanfall, that'd be great because it'd be new. So there'd be some people that would be so much better because they adapt quicker or they learn the best gun quicker. And it'll take a lot longer for everyone to learn, whereas people just picked up Ghosts because it's basically the same as MW3 or whatever. It's not that different. The guns recoil pretty much the same. They're all just remasked guns, different games, and shit maps. Ghosts is a good game, but it's got shit maps. I'm not going to get onto that. Fucking Narnia and fucking Skyrim, and that's a whole nother subject.
For example, when I did...
Carry on.
Yeah, like for example, when I did one of the commentary over Chimps' gameplay, where he got a double chem strike with K7, I gained about 40 subscribers from that upload. He only gained about 10. I think people are more interested now in commentaries than they are gameplays, on YouTube in particular. Whether or not that translates to Twitch is a totally different story. When people watching somebody stream on Twitch, 9 times out of 10, they're looking for somebody who's good at the game, or somebody that keeps them entertained or engaged somehow. And with YouTube, we've already seen everything. You know what I mean? We've seen all different sorts of gameplay. It's, the commentaries that are different, and that's what will bring people back. And I guess since I'm a commentary guy and I'm not a gameplay guy, that's why I like YouTube better. But for me, there's pros and cons of both, right? I prefer YouTube just because, it's a little bit more antisocial. If I don't feel like getting dressed in the morning and I want to play in my pajamas, then I could do that.
I played in a onesie today, in a gorilla onesie.
one of those forever lazies with the zip up flap that opens so your ass can stick out when you have to take a shit.
No, I wish it did have that though. Going for a piss is so annoying. You have to take your arms out, pull them down, get your knob out, do your business, back on, zip it up, put your arms in. There's even gloves on it. And then there's even gloves on it. And then you've got to do all that in the 30 seconds between your COD game. It's fucking... It's emotional.
Yeah, first world problem. Right, so I think for the first podcast, I think we should end it there, actually. What do you guys think?
Well, we're 18 minutes in, so how many people made it this far, do you reckon? Do you reckon many? I think we need some subjects again, obviously, for next time. Maybe we'll do 3 subjects and make it 30 minutes, because I thought the subjects would last 15, but they've lasted about 10 minutes each. But
well, we get through shit so quickly, you see, because we're articulate, so we can say what we need to say pretty quickly. So that's what happens. Yeah, guys, if you want a subject discussed, leave it in the comments, and I'll review them, and I'll make notes for the next week's episode. So
I'm ready, and I'm the boss.
Yeah, and also leave down suggestions for people that you want to hear on the podcast as well. That's always good for us as feedback.
Yeah, this time we just tried to pick the personalities that usually associate with it, and then we wanted to bring in Fredo because he's a noob and he hasn't actually done anything yet, so we wanted to get him involved. So yeah, let us know. That's pretty much it from me. I'm done. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, go unzip your onesie. Go take your piss. Thank you guys for listening. Eddie, send us off.
Right. See you later.
Fredo, try goodbye. God, Fredo, you're rude.
Later, OP. Till we meet again.
Right. Hang on. Alright, I'm ready.
You recording?